If you're a simple person and you don't like having a ton of credit cards, or you just don't like them in general, or you're scared of them, but you want to take advantage of the benefits that they have to offer, well then the Capital One Duo might be just for you. Welcome ladies and gents, my name is Tommy and today we're going to be going over the underrated Capital One Duo setup. So the two cards that make up this setup is the Capital One Savor One and the Capital One Venture X. So we're going to go over the most important aspects of the credit cards first, which would be the annual fee, the sign-up bonuses, and what the card will be earning. So with the Capital One Savor One, the annual fee on that is going to be $0, with the sign-up bonus being earning $200 cash back once you spend $500 in the first 3 months of opening the account. Now the $200 cash back can actually be converted into Capital One miles, so you can combine that with your Venture X miles. With the $200 sign-up bonus, you'll also get a 0% intro APR for 15 months. Now what this card will be earning you is 3% cash back on dining, entertainment, popular streaming services, and grocery stores, as well as the 1% back on everything else. Now onto the Capital One Venture X, the annual fee is going to be a hefty price of $395. Well, that's a lot. It is so much cheaper compared to its other alternatives like the Amex Platinum card, which is $695 annual fee, or the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which has a $550 annual fee. Now before you go looking the other way, this annual fee is actually offsetted by a credit that we'll go over pretty soon. Now remember ladies and gents, if you're active duty or currently serving on active duty orders, you can get all these annual fees waived completely, as well as capping your interest rate at 4% on your credit cards with Capital One. Other credit card companies don't have that 4% cap interest rate. Credit card companies will waive your annual fees as long as you contact them, letting them know you're active duty and proving that you are active duty or currently serving on active duty orders. Now the sign up bonus on this card is you'll be getting 75,000 Capital One miles when you spend 4,000 in the first 3 months of opening the card. And on top of that, you'll also be getting 10,000 bonus Capital One miles every account anniversary. Now what this card will be earning you is 10x back on hotels and rental cars through Capital One Travel, 5x on flights through Capital One Travel, and 2x on everything else. Now that you know the basics of the card, we're going to be going over what is so special about these cards and what they have to offer. So on the Savor One, till November 14th, 2024, you'll actually be earning 10% cash back on all Uber and Uber Eats purchases, as well as getting that complimentary Uber One membership till that date. You'll get access to Capital One Travel, where you earn 5% on hotels and rental cars. But since you'll be getting, or if you get the Capital One Venture X, there's no point of that because you'll get 10x on hotels and rental cars and then 5x on flights. Another thing you'll get access to is the Capital One Entertainment, which you'll get 8% cash back on anything you purchase through that. And another thing you get access to is Capital One Dining, which has exclusive events that you can attend to. Now you'll be able to simply just redeem your rewards as cashback, or you can use your rewards on Amazon or PayPal purchases. You also get extended warranties on eligible items you purchase on this card, as well as no foreign transaction fees. Now on the Venture X, you'll be getting a $300 annual travel credit when booking through the Capital One travel portal. This makes the effective annual fee $95. Another credit that you'll be getting is actually $100 for global entry or TSA pre-check. And just like the Savor One, you'll get access to Capital One travel portal, Capital One Entertainment, and Capital One Dining. On top of that, you'll be getting access to Capital One lounges and Priority Pass and Plaza Premium lounges. Now as of right now, you'll also be getting a complimentary prior subscription. Now this gives you access to travel experiences and destination guides and more. You'll be getting a complimentary membership to the Cultivist, which gives you 6 months access to over 60 of the world's best museums. So like art stuff. You'll also be getting a $300 credit towards an annual membership at Gravity House. It's basically a social club with a modern adventure lifestyle. Now as long as you pay your cell phone bill with this card, you'll be getting up to $800 cell phone protection if it's stolen or damaged. And then this card has no foreign transaction fees. Now these are a lot of benefits in this setup, but the most important in my opinion, it's a $300 annual travel credit, pretty much because your effective annual fee for the first year will be $95. And after that first year, you'll also be getting that bonus 10,000 Capital One miles, which is equivalent to $100. So basically you'll be getting $5 profit, making the setup pretty much $0 for the annual fees. But don't get it twisted, you'll still have to pay the annual fee, but think of it as you're investing it. You're gonna get your money back and more. Another pro with this setup is that with the Capital One Travel, you'll actually be getting the lowest rates for hotels and then flights also. Now if you find a price that is lower than what they are offering, after you book it, you have to contact them within 24 hours and they'll pay you the difference. And with that, they'll recommend you if you should buy this flight or you should wait because it's too expensive and it'll go down soon. But if you buy it off of their recommendation and the price drops within 10 days, they'll actually pay you up to $50 in travel credits due to that inconvenience. Me personally, I think that's pretty sick because you kind of have like insurance on when you buy it. Now, the best way to get values out of your miles is to be transferring over to Capital One's transfer partners. What I have on the screen over here is Capital One's transfer partners. So pretty much 1 mile is worth 1 cent. So 10 miles is worth 10 cents, 100 miles, $1, 1,000 miles, $10, and so on. So when you transfer over to transfer partners, there's a chance that you can get that 1 mile to be worth 2 to 3 cents per mile. So if you're buying something that is $500, which is about 50,000 miles, that 50,000 miles could actually be worth up to $1,500. It just all depends on what the deals are going on right now and a little researching to do what is best to redeem things as. Or if you don't like all that hassle and trying to get the most bang for your buck, you can just simply redeem it for cashback or gift cards. Now let's go over how this setup will actually be used. Now for everyday purchases, for your groceries, your food, going to the movies, anything like that, your streaming service like Hulu, Disney Plus, Netflix, all that stuff, you'll be using the Capital One Savor One because that fits in the categories to get 3% back. And if something is not covered in those categories, you're going to be using the Venture X because you also get 2x on everything else. Now obviously for anything travel related, you're going to be using the Venture X as far as flights, hotels, rental cars, anything like that. But if you are, say, like you're traveling to Las Vegas and you're using Uber a lot because you don't have a rental car, then you would use your Capital One Savor One because you'll be getting 10% cash back on that. Now even a better part of this is since you're already using this credit card to spend, you'll be getting those miles and those cash back in your rewards. And then like I said earlier, you can convert your cash back into Capital One miles and use those Capital One miles with your Venture X so you can redeem free flights or free nights at hotels. So if you're someone who likes to travel a lot or even travel once a year, or you just do a lot of road trips and you stay at hotels a lot, or you think you enjoy the benefits of airport lounges when you travel, or you like the opportunities from the exclusive dining or entertainment events, this setup would be really good for you, especially if you don't want too many cards like I said at the beginning. Now me personally, I don't have this setup yet, but simply because I'm following my own roadmap, I already have the cards I have and know what cards I'm gonna get next. Pretty soon in the future, I'll be getting this card because don't sleep on it. It's a really good setup. But like always, I'd recommend everyone to do their own research, figure out what's best for them and what credit cards to get in their own time. Now, ladies and gents, I hope y'all got valuable information out of this. Please let me know down in the comments what you think about this setup. And if you enjoyed this content, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. I hope y'all have a blessed day and I'll see you guys later. Peace.